topics in Bieber, Diddy. There is a big rumor happening online right now with P. Diddy. Diddy has now been thrown into the fire as far as he's obviously been arrested. We have allegations. We have a bunch of lawsuits. We're going to talk about the lawsuits again soon after this topic because there's 120 new ones. But now there's rumors of a tape, a Diddy tape. They're saying that there's a Diddy tape that's making his rounds around Hollywood, and there's a bidding war right now, specifically between two news companies for this tape. And then we have a lawyer. She represents a woman that is accusing Diddy, I believe, of rape. One of the most recent lawsuits. And this lawyer basically became like the whistleblower for this tape because she was the first one in a professional interview, news, like actual, like it was like, I think it was News Nation, like an actual national television. She said that she's been getting actual people who have this tape going to her, wanting her services, wanting her to represent them. And they sent her proof of this tape. They have screenshots of this tape. And she can now confirm that what she saw, she says it was real, it's not AI. And she says that this tape has footage of Diddy with another famous celebrity that's more famous than Diddy. But then fast forward now, you have, I think, let me see. Where's this article I'm about to read from? New York Post? Yeah. Now we have the New York Post saying...
So this black woman wasn't lying?
She wasn't lying. Yeah, I want to actually interview her. I want to try to have her live stream on the podcast maybe next week. We'll see. Now we have New York Post saying that this is a A-list celebrity who's a younger male, and right now, this person knows about this tape and that they're horrified. Their team said to New York Post that he feels, this victim, feels like he's been victimized, and he was victimized years ago, and that's triggering, and he feels like a betrayal, and there's a violation to his life right now. It's causing a lot of issues in his life. It brings up a lot of disturbing and bad memories, and it's a total nightmare. And he feels like he was victimized years ago and is now being victimized yet again. And if this footage gets out, it will follow him for life, and it will be on the internet forever. Everyone is connecting the dots and saying that it has to be Justin Bieber. Why? Because Justin Bieber lived with Diddy when he was a minor. He was around Diddy when he was a minor. Which was off the back of the Usher experience. Usher basically discovered Justin Bieber. He is Justin Bieber was his prodigy. Why? Because also Usher was living with Diddy as a minor. Diddy verbatim said that he wrestled Usher in his house on the floor in the morning for a box of cereal. Multi-millionaire, who probably wasn't a billionaire at the time, obviously. Multi-millionaire wrestling a child on the floor for a box of cereal.
Maybe he was hungry.
There wasn't enough cereal in the house in a multi-millionaire mansion. They were fighting for cereal on the floor.
It's the best place to
This is what he literally said out of his mouth.
Diddy said a lot of weird... He's been saying weird shit since the beginning of time, bro. Remember that story he told about the roaches on his face? I'm like, why is he? He was like, I don't know if it was 15, maybe it was 6. Like, he just always
I had like 15 roaches on my face when he was a kid or something.
But a bigger star than Diddy, though, like, that could be anybody. There's bigger stars than Diddy. Diddy's an executive producer, of course, one of the best to ever do it musically.
He fell off a long time ago.
No, you're crazy.
From popularity?
What?
From what he was in culture?
He was just getting celebrated, though.
To us in culture is what I mean. Like the impact, the influence, the presence.
No way.
I don't think so.
I feel like he was just starting to jump into another phase of his prime.
Because he just got the Lifetime Achievement Award. I think it was BET.
Yeah, he got the
Kanye
love
did that
records.
speech. Kanye did that speech when Kanye disappeared. Remember, he did a speech and he was like, I had to come out for Puff. And he had like a ski mask. That's when Kanye was going to take a break for a year. Then he came out for Diddy, had a speech showing love to Diddy. He was like, yo, I had to do this for Diddy. Anyone is Diddy. I had to do this for Diddy. Like he did
dropped
this.
one of the biggest R&B albums in the last 10 years.
The Love album was successful.
That was a bad album.
What?
I didn't like that album.
Really?
I think there's
You
better.
got a joint with Bieber actually on there. That's
It was actually a good album.
I think there's a lot of
Jazzy.
nostalgia in that support. There's a lot of better younger artists.
It was
who
Grammy
dropped
nominated,
better
no?
projects that year.
It was Grammy nominated
Because
album.
it's Puff. And R&B's
it was
dead.
good.
Male
It was a good
R&B's dead.
Nah, but it was a good album.
Male R&B is that's a whole other conversation.
in the mainstream it is. I don't even want to I did like,
Giveon?
but that's not mainstream.
He's mainstream.
Mainstream. But he
think-
hasn't had a lot of success recently.
You
But
think-
he has
Yeah.
been his mainstream.
I think the closest thing we had to a super mainstream R&B artist was Daniel Caesar, and he wanted to like parade for white women. And
let them say the N-word.
yeah, yo, like that, and after that, it just fell apart. Because I'm not saying there's not male R&B artists. Of course there is, but they're very
Lucky Day.
underground. Of course, but Lucky Day is not mainstream.
He's mainstream.
I could walk outside right now, like in like,
Well, you know what? You're right, because I just saw him at the House of Blues. It wasn't a big show.
like I'm sorry, I think Party is bigger than a lot of the people we just mentioned. I think Party has a better mainstream name than a lot of these people.
yeah.
But he's also OVO. But like, I think the women have a much more dominant control.
Yeah.
Yo,
That
literally,
I'll give you. Yeah.
Summer Walker announced her
Alani,
album.
Oh,
People
yeah.
went
Those are
crazy.
stars. Those are women. Those are stars. But Diddy, is this? First of all, I feel like this is disgusting. The fact that we have media companies obviously bidding for this tape,
It
Like-
got to be something.
it has to be something, right? And in the video, she says, the lawyer says that this person is doing a sexual act with Diddy, but this person is also not looking at the camera, meaning it was a hidden recording that this person might not even known about.
Then this is illegal.
Then this is illegal because this makes it, if it's a minor, we don't know, it's younger. They don't know if it's a minor. Could it be child corn? Let's say corn.
It's already
live stream,
corny even if they knew or not.
child corn. Or, but then I also know, I don't know how it works. Like, remember, like different states have different rules and shit. What's the legal age of consent in California?
I think
It
it's
might be 16 or some shit. Like these states have random numbers and shit. It might be
No,
15.
they all have random
Well, he's on
numbers.
trial
Especially
in
at
New
that time.
York right now, so it's different.
Yeah, it's not even in his jurisdiction.
But this is where I know somebody's lying. Because I know for a fact, and this is a newer law that got passed a few years back. If you record someone without their consent in a sexual act and you post that, is viewed as revenge porn.
It was a newer law. This
It
might have been
applies.
in
It
the- not
doesn't
in the
matter.
90s.
It would
but this
still
might have
apply
been-
to previous situations. From previous recordings, from what I understand. I would have to double check. I really have to look into it because I remember the only reason why I knew this is because there was someone who was trying to sue someone and almost went to the Supreme Court over this same issue. Because I don't see a scenario where the person didn't know they were being recorded, bro. Think about it.
That's possible.
But
They're
is it if
saying
you're
he
a
has a lot
minor-
of tapes.
If you're a minor, yeah, they say he has, and they also said that. Remember when the first raid, they had that flight
They found
overseas.
300 gigabytes?
Yeah.
They said that that
That's
plane went to drop off tapes somewhere out the country.
But they're bidding for it. That means it's a legal tape. If you bid for a tape, it's because your lawyers told you you can use it.
yeah,
I don't think Washington, let's say New York Times are bidding for the tape. You think the New York Times is gonna give millions of dollars to whoever has this tape, and they didn't check with their lawyers if they could even use it? That means something. They've definitely seen it. Everyone who's bidding for it has seen it. That's how bids work. They sat there and they saw it. So whatever they saw was legal. I don't know.
Maybe not legal, but they want to be the one to break the news.
I think whatever they saw was gruesome.
It was legal in the sense of I can report this. I don't know how you can report someone being recorded without their consent, especially a minor.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see.
I don't know.
I
how
mean,
that
if
can
it's
give-
being used in the trial, now it's evidence. It
Yeah.
technically can be released.
if it's evidence of a crime, the police would have to step in.
And they also did say they're not going to be publicly sharing the stuff that's going on in his trial. So there's a lot of funny stuff going on. I think a lot of
giving
big
Epstein.
CEOs, is given that. CEOs and just the one percenters. There's a lot at stake here with this Diddy trial. I mean, he's a billionaire. There's no way he doesn't have ties to these kinds of people.
What's the live chat saying? What they
They said in LA LA is 18.
Oh,
LA's
okay.
18. It's still possible to be Bieber.
Look, somebody said Lucky Day ruined his career by bringing a deadbeat dad. Was, I don't even know who he's talking about. When
I
Summer,
think he meant being.
Being a deadbeat dad.
I didn't
wow.
know he had. I didn't know
I
he
didn't
has
know
a
he had-
father. I didn't know he has a
That
father. I know
would
he's
make
older
sense
though.
Why he's a deadbeat.
I know he's like older.
He's like 40.
Yeah, and he also was like closely tied to not Usher. Was it Usher? No, Neo. I think Neo like helped
Mario.
discover. Oh, Mario.
Well,
That's one of
actually,
them.
I'm wrong.
I think it was
People
only
were
Neo.
saying Mario sounds like Lucky Day, and he got offended by it.
That's what it was. No, and it was Neo. Remember, because he slept in Neo's bed or house or
Oh
something.
yeah, he was poor.
Yeah,
so he
some
was
shit.
broke.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
He's homeless.
But Vic, so that's the thing.
Wow.
I believe this exists.
I believe it exists too.
I believe
I think this is real.
all the allegations against Diddy. I believe all of it.
That is crazy.
I believe all of it. This nigga's crazy.
Bro, I'm trying so hard not to.
I know it's painful,
But it's not about
I believe
pain.
it. Oh.
I just don't want to spread conspiracy theories.
No, I mean, I don't like spreading conspiracy theories either, but I feel like what's done in the dark will come to
Of
light.
course.
I just don't want it to be true because if it's true,
Oh, you're saying if it's Bieber.
yeah, well,
If it's anyone.
if it's anyone like him being with a minor, and especially a male,
They said specifically it's a minor.
So it's a younger person.
it's a younger person,
But Diddy's old
but
as
they don't
hell.
want to say minor. I mean, would they say minor already? They might not. They might not know.
The
They can
age.
assume when it happened
Right.
because you can look at the video. Let's say it's a.
I think they're coded with a timestamp depending when this was recorded.
It could be if it's like an old tape type shit.
Oh yeah, because when you
VHS.
right click a file, it gives you the
No,
properties
newer
when it
ones.
was created.
Yeah, no, that's it's coded inside the file itself.
But I was gonna say like Justin Bieber. Let's say it's Justin Bieber. Any male, any young boy, you can kind of tell like when a young. I feel like man
Could
with
be
young
French.
French Montana. God bless his heart.
Nah, French. I think French is
God.
older than him.
French looked like
That
he was under
Moroccan-
that Diddy spell for a minute.
Getting some Moroccan cheeks. Oof, my God.
Please, bro. Please stop.
You don't
Don't
want
describe
Moroccan-
it like. Stop, bro. That's a man.
French,
I don't want Moroccan French Montana butt cheeks, bro.
Yo.
No.
Did he
Smell
have-
like essential oils?
Yeah, bro.
Did he have French saying, huh?
It's gonna smell like hookah and essential oils
God
in there, bro. It's disgusting,
damn.
bro. I'm not doing that, bro.
Cocaine, was it Cocaine Boys? Was it called?
Coke,
Was it?
Coke boy.
Coke Boys? Ooh.
Stop, bro. Yo, don't say
God.
ooh like that when you talk about another man's cheeks and his coke.
Coke Boys.
Specific coke
Coke
off the
boys,
booty, bro.
baby.
You remember the Leonardo DiCaprio scene in The Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That was
powerful
Diddy.
scene.
Ah,
Right
bless.
off his
Well,
butt.
they're saying he was on worse drugs than cocaine. I believe it. You can't be in your right mind to be doing all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's fifth. Okay, so Diddy's 54.
God bless.
Anyone that we're mentioning besides French, but the people we're mentioning will always
Younger.
be called younger. Yeah,
Right.
I don't think Bieber was underage. If it was
Could be
him.
Trey Songz too. Trey Songz been doing some kinky
Trey
shit.
Songz been
Trey
rumored
Songz
to
gay.
have diseases.
But he's
to
not
be
bigger
gay.
than Diddy though.
The
not.
DL.
Yeah,
My thing is this, right?
a younger person that's bigger has to be Justin.
Once it gets confirmed officially
Shit.
that Diddy in general has been obviously with men, you're gonna see a lot of homophobia. That's what's gonna get scary.
We've
It's gonna
already
get
been
scary.
seeing that.
Yeah, we've already been seeing like that within the jokes, etc. And it's like I get it, but sometimes it gets too like hold up, right? They make it too offensive, or you can tell it's like just not even trying to be a joke. You're just trying to offend people. Where and in hip hop, we obviously have seen the homophobia always be existent, but now, right, when people get exposed this way, you know, most recently, who's like an example? Isaiah Rashad. Unfortunately, right? That tape was
An NBA
crazy.
player too.
That tape was crazy.
The
Like,
Isaiah
with,
Rashad
video,
one was
with, like, with
different.
video evidence. That was crazy. man.
of him.
Yeah.
I think he was getting his
He
dick
was
sucked.
getting his dick sucked
Yeah.
by, I think, 2 men or something.
Yeah, but again,
what I'm
like
saying?
Powerful.
he's
Yeah.
bipolar. Bipolar. He's crazy.
Bipolar.
He's
Bisexual.
bisexual, and like I felt more bad for him because his thing was like they all knew he was gay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
they-
got outed.
Yeah, he got outed. That was
Killed
weird.
themselves over that.
Yeah,
100%.
That was weird.
100%. That was weird that they did that shit.
And Vic's right. I remember there's someone on Twitter that said this, that the only reason why they cared that the only reason why Diddy got canceled is because he was sleeping with men.
Yeah.
If he was just a female abuser, this wouldn't have happened. You know, it would have.
Think
They would have
so?
been much.
Nah, I think it's too far.
It still would have
gone.
been bad because of the tape, the
Yeah,
footage.
but also
They
the
were defending
casting.
him when that
Because
happened.
niggas still ain't fucking with Fabulous over that shit punching allegedly Emily's
He's a
teeth out.
woman beater.
People are still like,
Niggas be lying because when Soul Tapes hit fucking Apple Music, they downloaded all 3 of them.
but one can argue
But niggas
there's
was
still a cap at his reach, bro,
Oh, without a doubt, they limit him.
because of shit like that.
Of course.
Same happens with Chris Brown now.
Yeah.
People be saying like, "Oh, Chris Brown, blah 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 blah." In reality, it's because of that, bro. There's a whole documentary that I think Netflix, someone's making a
It's a
documentary
new
right now
one, yeah.
about Chris Brown.
I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
so
I'm like,
weird.
yo, they're gonna do this right now to Chris. I'm like, fuck, this is gonna be crazy.
Oh no, they're gonna link him to so much shit.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I feel so bad. I'm like, damn, because I'm a Chris Brown fan.
But
and
to
it's
be
like,
fair,
fuck,
he
I get
never
it.
really grew.
Yeah, he still be on his bullshit. Like,
Dwight Howard's another one. Someone just mentioned this in the
Yes,
chat. I
yeah.
forgot.
NBA
that White
player,
Howard got outed.
That
yeah.
was correct because I remember he was messing with a tranny.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
trans. I'm sorry, that's the wrong term. He was messing with a transgender woman, and the transgender woman, she outed him on Twitter and his pastor
Yeah. Oof,
because him and the pastor were harassing her,
golly.
sending her threatening emails, trying to pay her off. And bro, right after that, like a couple years later, after he won the championship with the Lakers, then it like fully like came out like, yo, this dude did sleep with somebody. bro. They blackballed him out of the league.
Yeah.
Here we have footage of Diddy with a young Chris Brown, multiple clips that.
A young Justin.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, not Chris Brown. That would be crazy. God bless. You know, shout out to Chris Breezy. Chris Brown is in the building. Young boy just turned 16. A lot of those songs would like age
Crazy,
badly. Like
badly.
these people have been saying that baby. This is whole theory that baby oil. I'm like, no, he was not
my
saying baby oil, guys.
That's a reach.
It's
That's a
crazy.
reach.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
I thought you were always gonna be mine.
You thought he was rapping about Diddy?
Yeah, they say he's talking about Diddy.
He does have a song talking about the Diddy parties messing him up. Did you read that song? The lyrics to
No.
that song? He specifically says Diddy parties.
Comment down below, live chat. Send that song. We're gonna read the lyrics to that song. We got to break this down real quick because this is just unfortunate.
Bro, like if I get brutally anally, raped or whatever,
Graped?
There it is. Thank you. I keep forgetting. If I get brutally anally raped, I'm not making a song about it. Saying I want you back.
But then we can say we can whatever. Like people always say that, like right, especially with men, like Terry Crews. Remember Terry Crews was a producer, grabbed his crotch and stuff. People were like, you're Terry Crews, just beat him up, bro. That's just traumatizing.
Shameful too.
Everyone deals with trauma in their own ways. Bieber's trauma could have been like,
Making a I love you song about it?
it could have been.
That's crazy.
Wait, no, I didn't say he loved them.
No. He's
talking
about the baby song.
Oh, nah, that baby song came out before the song I'm talking about.
And it
Yeah.
definitely came out before they met because he
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
older there.
But this
No,
is
no, it was
around the
around-
time
it was around
baby
the
came
Baby
out.
came out. It was around the same time.
This is probably like after One Less Lonely Girl because I can tell by the
Justin,
band.
you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy.
48 hours with
They're
Diddy.
having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing.
This looks crazy
we
every
can't
time.
really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So
His awkward laugh.
So excited. He has no idea what's about to happen.
Go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
He
Buck-
probably don't even
Buck-
know the impact, the cultural impact of Diddy anyway. He's from Canada,
Yeah, he has
young
no idea.
white kid.
Buck, he said Buck Fool Crazy, basically like Buck Wild.
Right.
What you about to say? Buck Nasty? Buck Naked? What you about to say? Did he? Undisclosed location? Undisclosed location?
Yeah,
Why are you
that
even
sounds
filming
crazy.
this?
Why would you say that?
He's at the
Yeah.
island.
He's on. It has to be like Love Island. His Love Island, allegedly, right? Look at this. This is after. This is years after, right? And this is when they disconnected, and then Diddy's pressing him like, "Yo, you change your number? Like, what the fuck? This is a child, bro. Leave this guy alone. Why you care about his number?"
That's crazy.
Listen.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Right,
My
okay.
number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
Starting to act different, huh?
Man, starting to act different, huh?
You caught him off guard. You could tell. He
And
looks
why
nervous.
record that shit?
It's very strange.
But then it's like, there's people that might have called this out in the past. Obviously not with this context of an alleged rumor. It makes it crazier, but it should have been crazy back then. Like, why the fuck is this guy? Like, where's Justin Bieber's parents? Like, what is going on here? And then obviously there's clips of him being emotional in his interviews about just going through stuff in the industry as a child. Not highlighting anything, but basically people just assumed fame hitting him young. And he cried here because he didn't want Billie Eilish specifically to go through this, so he felt bad. Right, which is interesting because now Billie Eilish has been sexualized, right, with her breasts. And when she was a minor, she was being sexualized because of her breasts.
That's why she used to wear like big clothes.
Yeah,
and
she
stuff.
said that's why
She's also like dykish.
she's dykish, yeah.
She's a bisexual.
I think
I
now
love
she
her.
came out. No, now she came out.
Me
Now it's
too.
bi. This year she came out as bi.
Oh
no.
no, I want her so bad.
Well, you still have a chance. You still have a chance.
I
You
got
still have
half a chance.
And Diddy, this is one
Women
of
are
his
pretty. I'd be losing.
one of Diddy's IG lives with a young girl.
Oh, this is
It was like a neighbor's girl, neighbor's daughter, and he's like, I adopted her.
Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs. Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child.
This man's a menace.
It was just really, and then I could play you guys this clip. This one I didn't see until this weekend of Diddy and Bieber.
Right now, he's having 48 hours.
He was on, I
with
think, Jimmy
Diddy, him
Kimmel.
and his boy.
I think I mean the Diddy stuff is gonna be big for a long time until we get some truths and stuff. But I think this is a bigger conversation about the way people are dehumanized when they enter the music industry. Because a lot of
100%.
young people have this experience, and boys just in regular everyday life. I mean, I'm sure all of y'all, when you were already like 15, 16, people were asking you if you were getting cheeks.
Yeah.
That's an inappropriate conversation for a kid.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't matter boy or girl. So I think it's just heightened in the music industry. So I remember when people used to sexualize him as a kid. He was on the Chelsea Lately,
Yeah.
Chelsea Handler show. She was asking him mad questions, and I'm like, yo, you're like twice his age. Why are you asking him? It was
Because
uncomfortable
he
for me.
was like a sex symbol to like at a young
Exactly
age.
what I'm saying. But like, why are you giving him that title at such a young? It's just wild. Everything is fucked up.
And it's crazy because think about it. Without him intentionally doing it, there could be an argument being made for his art playing into it, where like the record, Baby, it's like about a relationship, etc. You know, thought you were always gonna be mine, and that's what made the girls go crazy. Like my little sister, she's the biggest Justin Bieber fan in the world.
She's a believer.
You had no idea. It was the craziest thing. Like she wanted to marry the guy. It was insane, right? And that's how it was. The believers. To this day, they're still believers.
Sick.
They hate
They
Selena
were
Gomez.
so sad when his wife announced that she was pregnant.
Yo, he's growing up before our eyes, right? Etc. And doesn't he have Lyme disease right now? I believe he has Lyme
No,
disease.
he has a disease that makes his face like
He has Lyme disease.
it's like a neurological disease.
neurological disease.
Yeah, it's very rare. But we got a
Oh, they got
super chat.
A super chat.
Sprite Boy Tim 499. Thank you so much, Tim. I love you. I'm gonna kiss you later. It's my friend Tim.
Oh, wait, he didn't say nothing. He just donated. Okay,
He
shout
said
out-
hi.
Oh, shout out to Sprite Boy. But this is a clip I wanted to play, guys. This was on ABC. This was resurfaced. This was Diddy talking to Justin Bieber, and he basically warned them about not talking in public about the things that they did together at Diddy parties. Crazy. Listen to this.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
He knows better than to be talking about things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
He
And
was
did he, like-
inviting women?
Yeah, and Diddy like talking like he's mad, like
He's a sicko.
Yeah, he's
That's your man's.
ain't my man's.
You like his album?
Oh
I
yeah,
loved it.
there's nothing wrong with it. It's
Also, shout out to Tim again. Another 499. I've been to a Diddy party. I just left early though.
That's crazy.
you are insane. You are a wild man. Tim.
Somebody said in the Yummy music video, he has a pic of himself as a child on the plate at the end. I never noticed that.
Let's look this up. Let's dive a little deeper before we move on to the lawsuits.
Yo, but if I'm on live television, a man tells me don't be saying the stuff we do in private,
I'm scared.
I'm calling the police.
You say that though. You don't know until you're in that predicament.
Nah,
Diddy's
nah,
so
nah, nah.
powerful.
Nah, I mean like as a fan, as an onlooker. Yo, Jimmy Fallon laughed. What is wrong with you, nigga? yeah.
Because they're men.
Oh,
So
so
they
this
overlook it.
there's a cake after the cake gets eaten. Oh, there is a cake, and after the cake gets eaten, the plate shows a young Justin Bieber with the word "yummy" under him. There's no reason I could think of that word to explain. Blah, 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 yummy. It's 12-year-old Justin Bieber. That is weird, right? Why a young plate?
That's mad weird.
Hmm.
Don't tell me he's
What the hell?
I hope he just doesn't end up like Drake Bell, bro. Cause they did that shit to Drake
There's
Bell.
another weird exchange. We've played this before in the pod. A more recent exchange. They kind of like pray together, or he's whispering something in his ear. Don't tell the people and stuff like that.
And I'll bury you with a bunch of people.
I think this is around the time when like Justin Bieber was kind of making a comeback and diving deeper into his faith
Yes,
with that hair.
man, it's crazy. I feel bad, man, because if this has any credence and it turns out to be true,
I was gonna be yo.
this is gonna be, if this turns out to be real, like,
Diddy's going to jail
Diddy's going to jail.
because
Oh,
white
he's
people.
already going to
No,
jail.
white,
No, he's
no,
going to
white
jail
women
regardless.
will ensure that Diddy goes to jail.
Yeah,
And I
no
think that
forever.
Diddy, and I don't want to put this out into the world. God forbid it happens, right? You know, knock on wood. I'm not want this to happen, but I think he would be killed in jail.
Probably.
100%.
Hell yeah.
100%. And on top of that, I think that this would be the biggest story in the history of culture. There will never be a bigger story than this ever in life. Diddy having sexual relations with a young Justin Bieber on camera and then hiding it for years, and then Justin Bieber going about his life full of trauma. Meanwhile, he has some Diddy come unfortunately inside of him, and this is how we're finding out. It would be crazy, bro. There would be nothing bigger than this.
I also want to say this.
This is like 9/11. This is bigger than 9/11.
Nah, it's huge.
This is bigger than 9/11.
Bigger than 9/11 is
This is
nuts.
bigger than 9/11.
This was my point originally. This is why Drake did what he did. So they keep asking the chat about Kathy White and Jay-Z. This was my point.
Kathy White.
Kathy White was
Who the fuck is Kathy White?
his ex-girlfriend. Look it up. So Jay-Z has an
Oh,
ex-girlfriend
I
that
think
died.
she came out and her friend came out in defense and said that they never dated.
So it was his alleged ex-girlfriend.
Takeoff.
I'm gonna say ex-girlfriend because when I looked it up, it said his ex-girlfriend. She died, and they're trying to say Jay-Z killed her because she was gonna expose him for everything that he does. And they're trying to say Blue Ivy recently released a song. I don't know how valid that is. I haven't checked.
Blue Ivy.
Yeah, and that in the song she's saying this cryptic message about Kathy White. This is why Drake did what he did. There are a multitude of conspiracy theories about Jay-Z, and this is one of them. That Jay-Z, like Diddy, kills people to silence them.
Yikes.
Say
Yikes.
it again. That Diddy kills people like Drake.
Like Diddy kills people to silence them, and so does Jay-Z. That's why Drake did this. Drake knows that this stuff exists. He knows these conspiracy theories exist. He's pushing that agenda. I truly believe they have beef right now. And that is the best way to do it.
Man, I hope not.
Because this is sick. I'll literally show you the article. I remember reading this a grip ago. I was like, who the heck is Kathy
Well,
White?
yeah, that conspiracy theory came from Jaguar Wright, who said that she died. Kathy White died in 2011, and that Sean Combs and Jay-Z know how she died and why she died. Supposedly, they
Jaguar White suggests, thank you. Jaguar White suggests foul play in the 2011 death of Kathy White, claiming Diddy and Jay-Z are involved.
Oh my God.
And they've been saying this for years. I remember this. I saw this 2 years ago, bro.
So let's get to that in a second then when we get to the Jaguar Wright topics. And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition podcast, Cap. If you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.